Well, good morning and welcome to the Wainwright Walk with a local lad. A very local lad in this case, because today we're going to do 3 small hills above Bowness-on-Windermere, the first of which is Biskey Howe that we're nearly at the top of now, and then we'll go on to Post Knott and then Brant Fell, which is the actual outlying fell summit that Wainwright has in his book. But as you can see, you get a fantastic view from here of the hills at the head of Windermere. Quite strange. These summit rocks seemed huge when I was a kid. Now, pimples. Still, we had lots of fun here and lots of fun on Post Knott that we're off to next. Well, now we're well on the path up to Post Knott, and I'll bring you back when we get up there. Well, one of the many trees that succumbed to Storm Howe last autumn still got to be cleared up. Well, just crossed the Dales Way, as you can see on the sign, and of course it starts or finishes, whichever way you're doing it, down in Bowness. I don't think it was a thing when I was a lad. Anyway, on towards the top of Post Knott. So these magnificent horse chestnuts were where I used to get conkers, and I used to come here when I was at junior school, before I went to school, often when it was virtually dark, looking for conkers. But Bowness was a different place in those days. Well, here's the second of our hills, Post Knott. There were no trees on it when I was a lad, so they'll have obscured the view a bit. Anyway, let's see. Well, it's still quite a good view. You can see the Langdale Pikes, Brant Fell, and Howe, Brant Fell, Weatherlam. But the trees have grown up. They've grown up a lot. Well, you can just make out Brant Fell between the trees, and that's where we're off to next. Well, you used to have to climb over a wall there. We're now on the land which is part of the Matson Ground estate, owned by the Scott family. So we used to climb over the wall and go up here, Brant Fell. So this is the top of Brant Fell, and these 2 gateposts and a few iron fittings on the rocks there are all that remains of a building that stood up here. I think it was demolished, well, probably 100 years ago now, and I would imagine it was a summer house or a folly from the Matson Ground estate, but I don't know for certain. Anyway, I'll let you see the view in a moment. And what a view it is! There you've got the Kentmere Hills, Red Screes, the Fairfield Horseshoe, the head of Windermere Lake, Langdale Pikes, Bow Fell, Crinkle Crags, the Coniston Fells, Windermere down in the bottom all the way around, and then down to the south the full length of Windermere and Gummers Howe. Right, well, I must apologise if that's been a rather self-indulgent video, but I would just like to say thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.